So Michael B. Jordan recently had an interview on the red carpet for his new movie Creed 3. And lo and behold, he ran into an old high school friend. And this old high school friend, he called her out because apparently back in the day, she called him corny.
You know what I really think deep down inside? I think that Michael B. Jordan is just like a nice, corny guy. And I don't mean that as a slight, right? I mean, we all know that the nice, corny guys treat you the best.
Now, in reality, it wasn't her that called him corny. But she kind of co-signed it.
She definitely co-signed it.
She co-signed it?
She definitely co-signed it.
Yeah. She was like, oh.
She added on to it.
And she was like, he was definitely not no Michael Jordan. Yeah. I was like, oh, cold.
You know, it's so crazy. I went to school with Michael B. Jordan at a point in life, and we went to Chad Science together in Newark. And to be honest with you, we teased him all the damn time because his name was Michael Jordan. Let's start there. And he was no Michael Jordan.
He brought the little headshots in. One of the ways that black men get roasted is someone might say that whatever we're doing that's significant is our little thing. So look at you in your little headshots.
And then he also would come to school with headshots. And back then, that was like in the hood. We lived in Newark.
Yeah.
Like that's the hood. You know what I mean? So we would make fun of him. Like, what you gonna do with your little stupid headshots? Like,
look at you in your little acting class. You know, whenever you see the little in front of it, they're trying to dish you. So that's what this was.
Why in the black community, if you're not selling drugs.
Y'all got a tussle, man? Nigga, it ain't even 9 o'clock and you fainting on it. Get the out of here, man.
Damn. You're not a top tier athlete. It's like you automatically get roasted for doing something that's regular. This man's he's not shooting anyone. He's showing up with headshots. Mm-hmm. I don't even understand how that's corny. In any other community, that's not seen as corny.
Of course not.
At all.
Of course not.
But like, for some reason, black people, I don't know why we do this, is that like we see someone that's not doing the stereotypical what's on TV, and all of a sudden it's corny.
He gives me cookie cutter. And the only time I hung out with Michael B is like in LA, like at Shay's house, and he's always just very like, he's just cool.
Do you think that would happen in the Asian community, the white community, the Indian community? No, it's not. They probably look at it and be like, oh, okay, you do headshots, I do, I play violin or something like that.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it seems like in the black community, we do things in reverse. So we like to glorify things that are not so good and call things that are good corny or whack or lame.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It's very stupid. It's very backwards.
And the part that I think is the funniest, though, is that these people who call other people corny, when they finally get money, then their kids end up being the quote-unquote corny people. Like, how many rappers you say, oh, that dude's a square, and then what do they do with their kids? They send them to private school to be what? A square. Stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that kind of stuff is just so dumb to me.
I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Now, going back to Michael B. Jordan, I will say this is the revenge of the nerds, honestly, because I'm not calling Michael B. Jordan a nerd, but I'm just saying he got the last laugh.
He definitely got the last laugh.
Now, in that clip, he wasn't laughing at the end.
No, he was so mad.
God damn!
When I first
he was like this.
When you first told me about this, I thought he was like joking with her, like laughing it off. No, he was salty.
No, to be honest with you, I didn't see the second part where they zoomed in on his face. But then once I saw it, I was like, oh, so he was mad. He was big mad.
He was big mad.
We got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name.
But no, bro, people underestimate how cruel kids are, though.
Yeah.
Kids are savage. Yeah, kids are super savage, man.
It's true. So honestly, you can tell Michael B is not a street guy, and that's no shade to him. Obviously, I'm definitely not a street guy, so I relate to him. Although I went to a more diverse school, so I didn't go through what he went through probably in Newark, New Jersey, but I could see how growing up, it might have been tough for him growing up in that environment.
But here's the thing. Most people aren't street dudes.
No, you're right.
They're not. Even if you come from a rough neighborhood, doesn't mean you're a street dude. That means you've probably seen a lot of street stuff.
Yeah. Or
you've been in a lot of bad situations. That doesn't mean you're a street dude.
But it means that he marched to the beat of his own drum. Well, shout out to you, Michael, for doing that.
And it paid off.
Exactly. So like while other kids were conforming, even though at home they might be in the anime or reading comic books or whatever, in school they put that persona on because they had to. No shade to them. It looks like Michael B was just doing his own thing.
Nah, for real. So. But no, I just think it's funny how ironically how things end up.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
It's like they're calling him corny, but now at the end of the day, they want a guy like Michael B. Jordan. But
I missed mine.
Boy,
I
you could
missed
have been.
it. I could have been in the aquarium swimming with the fishes, but
with
you
your
know,
Hermes stock or whatever. No, you
yeah.
want
Instead, I'm swimming in Mexico by myself, child. But anyway,
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
In the clip, the girl, the main girl that's talking about him going to school, her name is L'Oreal. She does like radio and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the other girl talking, I think her name is Gigi. I'm not exactly sure.
DominiqueDaDiva.
Whatever. She gave kind of like a half compliment. Like, oh, I don't. It's like a back end compliment. Like, it's not bad that he's corny, but yeah, he's corny. You know what that is? That's the equivalent to a girl saying to a guy, "Oh, I wouldn't date him, but he's a nice guy."
Yeah.
That's what corny is to men.
Right. You're right. It was a backhanded compliment. It wasn't a compliment. It was a dig.
Not at all.
It was a dig.
It's super dig.
Corny is not a good thing. She
Yeah.
could have said he's
just
proper.
Here's my thing though. If he wasn't black, would he still have been corny?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's because in our community, if we're not hyper masculine, we're not seen as, by a lot, as masculine or the ideal of masculinity.
Yeah.
Like in other cultures, it seems a man can be just not hyper masculine. Not everything doesn't have to be
non-aggressive. Non-aggressive.
But if in our community, to appeal to a certain demographic in our community of women, it seems as though if you're not hyper masculine, they're not checking for you.
Yeah. That's
so.
right.
And I'm not salty about it because to each their own. You like what you like. If you want a hyper masculine guy, cool. I'm not for you. I don't want a hyper masculine woman. But the point is,
that's definitely facts.
You know what I mean? But it's like, so I can't be mad at Dominique for what she said anyway. I mean, she's probably a personality, right?
Yeah.
She says stuff.
I'm not mad at her at all.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
I think the universe is funny. I think the universe is gonna give you exactly what you want. You don't want your corny guy? Oh, okay. The universe is like, hey, I got you. You're gonna get your guy right now. Yeah. He's probably gonna be locked up in 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Have fun with that. I'm not gonna give you the corny guy. The corny guy gonna go to the girl. You know what I'm saying? To another girl who's gonna appreciate it.
To either a what's the girl he dated before? Lori Harvey. Either Lori Harvey doesn't have her screws loose, crucify me, or they might be the type that gets criticized for venturing out. Possibly. Not saying I agree or disagree. I'm just saying that actually Michael B gets a lot of criticism for that he only dates outside, and then he got with Lori Harvey, and then it kind of cleared it up. But
I mean, bro, it's 2023, bro. If y'all still pressed over, someone who's dating, to me it's just weird. It's not that serious. It's not that deep.
It's not that deep.
Not only that, but it's like it depends on where you are, where your region is, right?
True.
Where I live is mad diverse. Like there's black people right here, then there's Spanish people next door, then there's Vietnamese people on the other side. Like I live in a diverse area, so like whenever people bring up like, oh, you're dating this, you're dating that, to me I can't understand it just because my neighborhood was never like that, my area is never like that, my high school was never like that
at all. Yeah.
So to me it's more about what you're close by. Like, for example, if you live in Atlanta, which I've lived in Atlanta before, and there's primarily just black people, then that's what you're going to date. But if you live in an area and there's not that many black people, there's only 13% black people in the U.S., guys. I don't know why they make it seem like it's a million black people everywhere, but there's really not. And as soon as you move outside those heavily populated cities where there's a lot of black people, you're going to, you know what I'm saying? You got to travel outside the world. You're going to see how different other places are and realize that there's more than just your neighborhood.
For sure.
Yeah.
So my summation for this is that, like you said, the universe is hilarious.
The universe is absolutely hilarious.
And I think Michael B gets the last laugh on this.
And now look at him.
He got that Black Panther money.
Well, yeah, I didn't exactly.
Again, he wasn't laughing in that clip, but he gets the last laugh overall. So
all I gotta say is, man, according to her, don't be corny.
Don't be corny, but no, be corny.
That's why I said according to her.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say according to me. According to me, be corny. Yeah. I'd rather be Michael B. Jordan than somebody else's boyfriend who's locked up in jail. And that's not saying that her boyfriend. I'm just saying in general. Like when people say that someone is corny, they normally want the guy who's out there doing dumb stuff.
Exactly, 100%.
Yeah. So I'm not talking about her specifically. I don't know her, right?
Yeah, we don't know her name. Dominique something.
But you know whose name we know? Michael B. Jordan.
Ooh. True.
So it's obvious to say she made a bad decision.
Yes.
Michael B made the good one. Keep bringing your headshots.
Yes, sir. And keep doing your thing, man. Grinding like he's watching this. But one day maybe he will. And look, I like Michael B. Jordan. Michael B and Jonathan Majors are killing the game right now. So shout out to them, the corny dudes, because Jonathan Majors was also considered one of them corny dudes and got beat up in school too. So
isn't all the greats. Let us be great and like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you guys want us to cover next.
all right,
We're out.